We live in a very interesting time. Lockdown, lack of any sort of stability, economic and personal crisis. We faced so many endings and we felt so much fear. This year might have seemed like a total disaster, but I suggest you give it a second look and trust what I'm about to say. This year is the best thing that ever happened to us. 2020 had stripped us from every lie we told to ourselves, from every illusion of stability at work, in relationships, even geographically. The huge world had shrunk to a size of your apartment, and each of you had to learn how to deal with the most important person in your life, yourself. Many were terrified by that, desperately tried to fake an old life, pretending nothing happened, secretly prayed the world would go back to where it was, to its so-called normal. They complained, whined, screamed, cried, and the fear had paralyzed their bodies and minds. But there were also the other ones, those who noticed how much of a development the year 2020 suddenly caused. When we thought the system had stopped, it was a moment before the greatest technological leap that ever happened to us. Most of the business went online. We are on a path of a complete computerization and digitalization. That means messy processes from the old life will soon be forgotten. Yes, new solutions might seem scary at the beginning, but they will stop once you give it a try. The closed borders made us feel closer than ever before. The lack of solution forced us to find ones. We rise like a phoenix, born out of ashes. Are you ready to shine? We are left with a bare skeleton of the system, and while some of the rotten meat is still there, we now can see how the world truly works, its mechanisms and its construction. We are experiencing the world's biggest update. So, if you're one of those type of people who are stressed to even update your phone, you better fasten your seatbelts because we're gonna move really fast. Now, pay attention to what I say. There are two ways one will be able to move through life. Roller coaster style, when you ride a predefined road with its programmed ups and downs. Or you may also decide to drive your own high-speed super vehicle that will bring you to any destination point and then to the next one. If you pick the free ride, I have something that will make your trip much more easier, so you can focus on fun. I've been researching the mechanisms of the world for almost 8 years now, and for over 5 years I'm actively practicing it in my real life, 3 of them commercially. I came to an understanding that the world we live in is just like a computer system that is made out of smaller systems. Religious system, family system, political system. All those are the most powerful living examples, but there are more. Each has its own task and own price to deal with. And I'll tell you even more. Each of them has its own programs that are passed to us through channels. Now, when the world skeleton has been exposed, I've been granted a complete access to its technical construction. Everything that old world was hiding from you behind the stories of God, angels, demons, karma, and other old school mysteries will now be explained in simple words. Real spirituality is not more for those fancy chosen ones walking around with serious faces because they carry a secret. Real spirituality is not more about serving some weird and perverted and cruel God. It's about communicating your goals straight to the core of the system, brave and out loud, using the existing mechanisms and creating new ones to make your life an exciting game. A big game of endless growing, and if you choose so, even becoming a god yourself. 2021 is a year to finally follow your most brave and creative path. I'll be sharing lots of tips that will help you to finally nail it. Sounds exciting? Join me and my community. Support me on Patreon. And let's practice. See you!